everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope that this video finds you well, healthy, and safe. We're going to start today lying on our back. Today's practice is going to be more gentle, treating our bodies with gentle kindness, wiggling into your space. Bringing those shoulders down away from the ears. Getting comfortable, closing the eyes. Palms facing up in a receptive manner. Taking a nice deep breath in and sigh it out. Take another deep breath. Exhale with a sigh. And one more time, all the way to the top. Holding it for 3, 2, 1, and then letting it all go. Feeling those muscles melting away from the bones. Feel those shoulders sliding into the earth. And then just breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Feeling the breath washing over you like ocean waves. Bringing you peace and calm and serenity. Place your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your heart and just feel the waves of breath. As your belly and your ribs rise and fall with each round of breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And with each exhale, letting go of any tension and any stress. And just keep breathing a few more times in this way and out this way. Letting go a little more with each round of breath. Focusing your mind, calming the spirit, and grounding the body. Bring your hands to your heart, pressing the thumbs into the sternum, and set an intention for your practice. Choosing something positive, something that you need more of in your life. Balance or peace, gratitude, being present, trust, self-acceptance. And when you have your intention selected, taking a nice deep inhale here, and then exhale, releasing the hands up to the sky above your heart and letting the intention go into the universe. And reaching your hands above your head, stretching north to south. Nice, long, full body stretch, pointing the toes away, reaching the fingers away. Then stretching just the right side, pointing the right toes and the fingers away from each other, stretching that side body. And then just the left side, reaching to opposite walls. Back to the right side, reaching and stretching maybe a little bit further. And over to the left side. Bringing it back to center, one more stretch north to south. And then bring those knees up to the belly. Giving yourself a hug and just rocking it side to side. Gentle roll here on that lower spine. And bring the hands onto the knees. And make small circles here, massaging that lower back. And then reversing those circles. Just tiny circles. And then reversing those circles again, making them a little bit bigger. And reversing those larger circles. Bringing those knees in, another big hug here. Maybe grasping opposite wrists. And drawing those shoulders down to the earth. Rocking side to side. Plant your left foot on the floor. Reaching for the arch of the right foot, half a happy baby on the side, drawing that knee down to the earth, shoulders down, and just breathing into that right hip. Feeling that opening and letting go on that right side. And then releasing that foot, crossing it over that left knee. Taking a nice deep inhale and exhale, pressing that right thigh away with your hand. Bringing that left thigh up to the belly, clasping the hands behind and squeezing it in, nice big hug. Shoulders down. Neck is nice and long, not compressing the front or the back of the neck. And raising that left foot up to the sky, reaching behind the calf or the ankle, drawing that leg in a little bit closer, dropping the shoulders down. I'm going to point those left toes and flex that foot. Point and flex and make ankle circles here. And reversing those circles. And then curl the left toes. Spread them out nice and wide. Curl them one more time. And spread them out. Bending that left knee. Unwinding the legs. Bringing the knees into the belly. Another big hug. And your right hip should be feeling more open at this point than the left. And we're going to work on that left now. Planting the right foot down. Reaching for that left arch. And half a happy baby on this side. Shoulders are against the earth. Just breathing into that left hip. Breathing into the left hip means just bringing your awareness there. Obviously, there's no lung capacity in your hip. Just breathing and being aware of that area. And releasing that leg, crossing it over that right knee. Inhale and then pressing that left thigh away. Bringing that right thigh up to the belly, clasping the hands. And squeeze it in, nice big hug here. Make sure that both feet are flexed, shoulders are down. And then raise that right foot to the sky, reach behind the calf or the ankle. Draw that leg in even closer, shoulders down, and we're pointing the toes. And then flex that foot. And point. And flex and making ankle circles here. And reversing those circles. And curling the toes. Spread them out. Curl them again and spread them out. And releasing that foot down to the earth, unwinding the legs, bringing the knees up again. Nice big hug, rocking it side to side. And maybe you rock it a little bit further on each side this time. Now that that back is warming up, let's airplane the arms out to the side. We're going to drop the knees over to the right and gaze to the left, warming up that lower back. And maybe placing that right hand on the left thigh and just encouraging a little bit more of a twist here. And releasing, pressing the palms, bringing it back through center and over to the left, gaze to the right. And bringing that left hand on top of the right thigh, making sure that both shoulders are against the earth. And again, breathing into that right side body. Pressing those palms, bringing it back through center. And straighten the legs, heels up to the sky, pointing the toes towards your face. And opening the feet nice and wide, keeping those hands airplaned out to the side and bringing the legs back in. Airplane them out, nice slow movements here. And bring them back in. 2 more times this way. Last time, open them up and bring it back together. Now we're going to cross them in the center, just making small movements. And maybe start lowering them down to the earth. Feel that core starting to engage and bringing it back up over our hips. And doing that one more time, crisscrossing the legs, moving slowly toward the earth, and bringing it back up. Bending both knees, coming into full happy baby here. Stacking the ankles over the knees and rocking side to side. Then wrapping your peace fingers around your big toes and open those legs, wide-legged straddle, stretching the inside of those thighs, opening that lower back. And bring the soles of the feet together, clasp the hands around the feet. Draw the feet toward the pelvis, shoulder blades together, and press the knees away. Nice long stretch in those arms. The back of the neck is long, no compression in the front of the neck. Really feeling that stretch. Drop back up a little bit, release those feet down to the base of the spine, letting the knees fall out to the side. Pressing that lower spine against the earth. Reaching the arms up overhead, grasping opposite elbows. Just breathing here. One more breath. Allowing those hips to have time to open. Good, bringing the hands outside of those thighs and bringing the knees back together. Heel toe the feet so that they are hips distance. And windshield wiper the knees. Get a nice twist here on the outside of those hip flexors. And coming to stillness, pressing the palms by your hips, we're going to come into bridge. Just making sure those heels are hips distance, not any further or closer together. Inhale, pressing those hips up to the sky, lifting one vertebrae at a time. Squeezing the knees toward each other, working the inside of those thighs. Squeezing the glutes and slowly lowering it all down. Inhale up, rolling up, one vertebrae at a time. And lowering it down, nice and slow. Let's add the arms with the hips, raising the hips and arms up. Arms go overhead, reaching those hips toward the sky. And lower it all down. One more time this way, raising it up, reaching above the head. And lowering it all down. And we're going to do this 2 more times, this time coming up onto the toes, reaching it up, lifting those heels, pressing the hips toward the sky, really squeezing. Lowering it all down. And one more time this way, reaching up, pressing those hips up, squeezing the glutes, sucking that belly in. Knees toward each other and lower it all down, bringing the knees in. Again, nice big hug, rocking side to side. Then coming to stillness, and we're going to raise those feet up to the sky again. Flex the right foot and lower it down slowly. Then once you reach toward the earth, point the toes and bring it back up. Left foot flex and lower. Pressing the hands by the hips, point the toe and bring it back up. Right foot all the way down. Point the toe and bring it up. Left foot. Just moving very slowly, very controlled. Again, on the right, flexed on the way down. Pointed on the way up. Left foot flexed. And point. 2 more times each side. Flex the right all the way down. And point and lift. You should be feeling that here in your lower abdomen. Flexing the left all the way down. And point and lift. One more round, all the way down for the right. And point and lift. Left down. And point and lift. Now bending those knees. Hands on the knees, opening the knees nice and wide, pressing them away, scooping them back together at the base of the spine and reaching them back to the heart. Just making nice big hip circles here. You might get a clicking in your hip, that's okay as long as there's no pain. And one more time in this direction, bringing it back to the heart. Now we're going to press the knees down toward our pelvis. Open the knees at the bottom and scoop them back up at the top. Just reversing those circles. Making nice big circles, as big as your hips will allow. And one more time around. Bringing it back to the heart. Again, nice big hug here. Maybe raising that chin up to the knees. And lower it all down, crossing at the ankles. Rolling up and taking a seated position. Nice, comfortable seat. Hands on the knees. Let's drop that chin to the heart. And inhale up to the sky. Exhale to the heart. And inhale up. Back to the heart now, round the back away. Inhale up, shoulder blades together and puff that heart up. And round the back away, chin to the heart. Inhale up, puff that heart. And keep rounding and pressing forward. Working that whole spine here. And 2 more times in each direction. Last one. And bringing it back to a neutral spine, dropping the chin to the heart, over to the right shoulder. And back. And start making neck circles here. Working slowly, gently with the neck. Breathing as you come back and exhaling as you come forward. And one more time around, pausing at the heart and changing directions. Maybe closing the eyes as you do this, bringing your thoughts inward. Focusing on your breath. It's all about the breath more than the movement. Breath is primary and movement is secondary. Two more times around in this direction. And pausing with your chin at your heart. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Bring the head back to neutral. Roll the shoulders 2 more times. Up, back, and down. Now roll them up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. 2 more times. Good. Raising those hands up to the sky. Letting those palms connect. Gaze up toward the hands and press the air away. Chin to the chest. Inhale up and exhale, press it away. Keep working this way, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times this way, inhale. But on the way down, rolling those wrists. Making nice big circles with the wrists. And one more time all the way up. And rolling those wrists on the way down. Inhale up to center. And let's twist it over to the right. Bringing that right hand behind the spine, sitting up super tall. Pressing that heart forward and shoulder blades together. Bringing it back through center and over to the left. And bring it back over to the right. Twisting to look over that back shoulder, leaving that left hand on the right thigh. Reaching the right hand up and diagonally across the body. Nice, big, long stretch. In that side body and bringing the right hand to the left knee. Crossing the arms, sitting up tall and then folding forward. Letting that head and shoulders release. Maybe rocking it side to side. And then when you're ready, rolling it up one vertebrae at a time, bringing the back of the arms together, crossing again at the palms and making arm circles here. Just opening up those shoulders. And reversing those arm circles. Pressing the elbows down. Lifting it up and back, elbows toward the sky. And bringing it all down to the earth. Elbows and fingers touch. Raising it back up, open those wings, press those wrists back, heart toward the horizon. Exhale, bringing the fingers together. Inhale, open. And exhale, fingers together. Inhale. And exhale, one more time. Inhale. And exhale, interweave those fingers, pressing the palms away, round that back. Nice long arms. Angel breaths here underneath the chin. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more times. And last time. And press those palms toward me, raising the palms up to the sky, wiggling the arms behind the ears, sitting up nice and tall. Bend the elbows, hands behind the head, and draw the elbows over to the right. So try to keep that neck nice and long. Don't bring the chin down to the chest. Bring it over to the left, opening those shoulders back to the right. And over to the left. Bringing it back to center, palms up, pressing it away and twisting it to the left. Sitting up nice and tall. Right hand stays where it is, reaching that left arm up and diagonal across the body. Reaching toward me, really reaching. And bringing that hand to the right knee, crossing the arms, sitting up tall. And fold it forward, dropping the head and the shoulders, rocking it side to side. And rolling it up, bringing the back of the arms together, maybe crossing again at the palms and making those shoulder circles here, just moving those arms, not the torso. And reversing those circles. And pausing here, lifting the fingers up and back, elbows toward the sky. Bringing it all the way down to the earth. Releasing the head and the neck and bringing it back up. Open up those arms nice and wide, pressing those wrists back, fingers toward each other, round it away. Inhale, open. Exhale, fingers together. Inhale. And exhale, two more times. Inhale. And bring it back together. And one more time. And bring those fingers together, interweave. Press the palms toward me, round that back. Angel breaths. And press. Inhale. Two more times. And feel how good it feels to be breathing deeply this way. Pressing those palms away, nice long arms, and raising the hands up to the sky. Pressing those palms up, wiggling the arms behind the head. And then releasing the hands down, pressing the right palm, reaching the left arm over. Nice big long side body stretch and floating it over to the left. Back to the right, maybe coming down onto the forearms this time. Really reaching, pressing that left hip down. Extending that left arm a little bit more. Floating it over to the left. Again, onto the forearm, reaching the right arm. Beautiful. Keep reaching, keep extending, and back to the right. Again, reaching. And rolling that heart toward the sky. And floating it over to the left. And rolling that heart toward the sky. Bringing it back to center, hands behind the back. Clasp the hands. Press the knuckles down. Open heart, shoulder blades together, and maybe lift those hands away from the back. Nice opening for the front of those shoulders. And release. Open that right leg on a 45, tuck the left. Inhale up to center. Walk those hands out in front. Nice forward fold here. Lowering the head, releasing the shoulders and the neck. Walking the hands back in. Inhale to center. And then frame over that right leg, reaching the heart toward the toes. And gazing forward. Elbows are gently bent. Chin is neutral with the floor. Don't hyperextend or compress the front of your neck. Inhale, lift that belly, lengthen that lower back, and then fold it down. And just breathing into this stretch, letting go. Lifting up a little bit, we're going to bring our right hand inside of our right foot. Palm faces up, and then reach for your foot with your fingers, lifting that left arm up and over and turning that heart toward the sky. And wherever you can reach is fine. Feeling that beautiful opening in the left side of the body, the left hip. And release, dragging the hands up the leg. Inhale up to center. Pressing that left palm in the right sole. Reaching the hips forward and the arm back behind you. Trying to reach that wall behind you. Really arching that back. Beautiful back bend here. And lowering it all down to the earth. Changing cross of the legs. Left foot out. Right foot gets tucked. Inhale up. And walk it out in front. Forward fold here. Releasing the head and the neck. And just breathing. And walking it back in. Inhale to center, raising those arms up, reaching the heart toward the toes again. Gaze forward, elbows bent, shoulders down. And the chin is neutral with the floor. Inhale, lift that belly, reach it forward and fold it down. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Lift up a little bit. We're going to bring that left hand inside of the left foot, palm facing up and grabbing your foot with your fingers and raising that right arm up and over, rolling that heart toward the sky. Compass pose. And release, dragging the hands up the legs. Inhale up to center, pressing the right palm on the left sole and pressing the hips forward, reaching the arm behind you. And lowering it all down, bringing the soles of the feet together. Clasp the hands. Press the heart forward, draw the shoulder blades together, and butterfly those knees. This is a great opening for the top of the shoulders too. As you're pressing your feet into your hands, it really opens up the top of the shoulders. Come to stillness, press the heart forward, elbows and shoulder blades back, and roll the spine away. Inhale forward, elbows bent, heart forward, and roll it away. Inhale forward, lengthen that spine, press the heart forward a little bit more, pausing here. Lengthen, lift, and fold down a little bit more. Lift, lengthen, and fold down over those feet. And just breathing here. And rolling it up. Bringing those feet out in front. Giving them a little shake. And walk the flesh away from your sits bones. Reaching up, heart forward and toward the toes. Inhale, lifting that belly. Lengthening the spine and folding down. Inhale, lengthen. And fold. One more time, lengthen and fold. And drag the hands up the legs, bringing those feet wide. Walking the flesh away from the sits bones one more time. And then we're going to roll the pelvis forward. So you want to bring your sits bones behind you. Inhale nice and tall, and then walk those hands out in front. Coming down with a flat back if possible. Inhale, lengthen that lower spine and fold. You can reach for the toes or the ankles or the heels. And shoulders are relaxed. And walk it back up. Bring the feet back out in front. And we're going to bend the right knee, grab onto our foot with both hands, or plant that heel in the left elbow and wrap your right arm around. Clasp the fingers, hug that shin in, and just rock that leg. It's called half a baby cradle. Sitting up nice and tall, pressing that heart forward. Beautiful posture here. And right hand on the right foot, left hand on the left hip, and then just stir that hip. And reversing those circles. Last one, and we're going to drop that right foot outside of that left knee. Hug the shin in, press the foot into the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, wrap the left arm around. Hug it in. Right hand to left wrist, and press that left sole away. And twist to look over your right shoulder. And bringing it to the other side, counter twist. Back to center, dropping that right foot inside of the left thigh. Inhale up, crisscross at the wrists and fold it forward. Forehead to the shin. And drag the hands up the legs, resetting your legs, both feet out in front. Bending that left knee, grabbing onto the foot with both hands, or planting that heel in the right elbow, wrapping your left elbow around, hugging it in nice and close. Sit up tight, sit up tall, and rock it side to side, pressing that right heel away, and opening that left hip. Give it a nice big hug. Left hand on the left foot, right hand on the right hip, and making circles here. Again, sitting up tall. And reversing those circles. We're going to drop that left foot over the outside of the right knee. Hugging that shin in, right arm around the left knee. Left hand to the right wrist and twist to look over your left shoulder. And bringing it to the other side, counter twist. And dropping that foot inside of the right thigh. Inhale up, crisscross at the wrists and fold it forward. Dragging the hands up, placing them by your hips, bringing the feet nice and wide, bending those knees. And we're going to windshield wiper the knees, trying to place them on the ground, both sides. And just working on opening those hips and the hip flexors. Relieving a lot of tension and anxiety. It's where we hold it all in our hips. And just rolling them back and forth, trying to land them each time. This also stretches that lower back and that sciatic area. A few more times. Good, dropping them over to the right. We're going to come into our tabletop here. Stacking the joints. Just wag that tail. And then look over the right shoulder and press the right hip out. And switch the hips to the left and look over that left shoulder. Back to the right and left. Walk the hands 2 inches forward. Bring the knees a little bit wider. And we're going to make hip circles here. Coming as low or wide as you like. Whatever your body needs today. And reversing those circles. This also works the shoulders and the neck. Loosening all of those joints. Coming to stillness, bringing your knees back to hips distance and curling those toes, pressing up into down dog. And walk that dog. Press one heel and pause, and then the other heel and pause, and just walk. Press those shoulders back towards your shins. Come to stillness, up onto the toes. Press the shoulders back more. Lower the heels onto the toes. And lower. Come up onto the toes, crouch the dog, come nice and low. Lift it up and lower the heels. Onto the toes, crouch the dog, and we're going to hop it up this time between the hands for a nice forward fold. Inhale halfway. Lengthen that lower spine and fold it down. Bring the feet a little bit wider. Inhale halfway, lengthen and fold. Coming into ragdoll here, grabbing opposite elbows and just swaying gently side to side. Knees are bent. Shift your weight towards your toes. Place the hands on top of the feet. Roll it up. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Reach the arms up. Nice little back bend. And hands to the heart. Reach it up. Reach it back. Open that heart. Pausing here. Feel that opening in the heart. And dive it down. Fingertips. And fold. Drag it up. Roll that spine. Roll the shoulders. Reach the arms up and back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Reach it up and back. Open the heart and dive. Fingertips and fold, and we're stepping that right foot back. Finding warrior one on this side. Sinking nice and low. And opening to warrior two. Bring those feet nice and wide. Reaching that left arm up, reversing our warrior. Feel that strength in your body. And back to warrior two. Side angle, left arm on that thigh and reaching the right hand up. And extending that side angle, right hand over that head, and maybe coming down a little bit lower and reaching that left hand forward, working that core. Roll the shoulders toward the sky and bringing it back up. Warrior two, back hand to meet the front. Roll up that back heel, stepping it up. Hands to the heart. Reaching it up, back bend, open that heart. and dive. Fingertips and fold left foot back. Warrior one on this side. And warrior two. Nice wide feet. Reversing that warrior. Back to warrior two. Side angle on this side. Reaching it up to the sky. Roll that part up. Extend that left arm forward. And maybe adding the right hand. Bringing it up. Warrior two. Back hand to meet the front. Roll up that back heel, stepping it up. Hands to the heart. Good job. Roll those ankles. Reach it up and back. Open the heart and dive it down. Fingertips. And fold. We're going to come up into our chair. So sinking it low, sinking those hips back. Hands forward. Shoulders down. Tuck that tailbone forward. Press into your left foot, lifting that right knee up to the belly and coming into prep for tree. Pressing that right foot forward. Bringing it back. Let's make hip circles here. And reversing those circles. Good, and then planting your tree when you're ready. Raising those branches. Opening those shoulders nice and wide. And if you'd like, you can bring your hands behind your back. Weave the fingers together and press the knuckles toward the earth, opening that heart. Hands back to the heart. Knee back to the belly. Press it out and swing that leg behind the left foot, and we're sinking it down for a nice side leg stretch here. And rolling it up. Back to center. Shake it out. Inhale it up. Open that heart and dive it down. Fingertips and fold, sitting back in our chair. Really squeeze those glutes. Tuck that tailbone forward. And you're bringing that left knee up to the belly and lifting up for tree prep. Press that left sole away. Bring it back in and hip circles here. And reversing those circles. And opening that knee and planting your tree. Adding the branches when you're ready. Opening those shoulders nice and wide. Maybe bringing those hands behind your back. Pressing the knuckles down. And maybe lifting the hands away from your back. Hands back to the heart. Knee back to the belly. Kick it out and swing it behind the right leg, coming into a nice bow here. Letting the shoulders and the head go. And rolling it back up to center, hands to the heart. Good job. Coming sideways on your mat. We're going to come into goddess. Feet nice and wide. Turn the heels in, toes out as much as possible. Tuck the tailbone forward and sink it nice and low. Good, maybe a little bit lower. Maybe a little bit lower. Squeezing those glutes, lifting up. Coming into cactus arms, elbows are in line with your shoulders. And crouch it down. Back to the heart. Lift it up. Open, cactus arms and squat. Back to the heart. Lift it up. Open, cactus arms and squat it down. One more time to the heart. Lift it up. Open cactus arms all the way down. Hands on the hips. And we're going to turn our toes in, our heels out. Straighten the legs. And fold it down from the hips down. Reaching the ground, coming up onto the fingers, nice flat back. And fold. Walking the hands to the right foot. And stretching it out here, binding around that ankle. Raising the right arm up to the sky. And bringing that back down. Walking it to center, fingertips. And fold and over to the left. Right hand around the ankle. And raising that left arm up. And back down into center. Bend the knees gently. And we're going to roll it up. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Up, back and down. Heel toe those feet back together. Up, back and down. Coming into mountain pose here. Feet together. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Press that heart toward the sky. Lift those ribs up. Fingers toward the earth. Press the crown a little bit taller. Squeeze the glutes. Press the hips forward. Maybe coming up onto the toes. Feel that beautiful energy, that strength, that fearlessness. Nice deep breath. And release. Beautiful. Let's roll it down onto our backs. Coming down slowly. Maybe lifting those toes, a little bit of an ab challenge here. Rolling it down nice and slow and letting it all go. Deep breath. And sigh it out. Another deep breath. And sigh, bringing those knees into the belly. First one knee, just the right. Clearing your rib cage, bringing it out to the side and squeezing it into the underarm. And releasing that now the left. Clearing that rib cage, squeeze it in. And release now both knees up. Nice big hug. Rocking it side to side. And press those soles up to the sky. Coming into waterfall here. Hands down by your hips. You can point the toes away and then flex the feet and point and flex. Make ankle circles. Just reflect on how good you feel right now. Reverse those circles. Curl the toes. Spread them out. Let's bring those feet wide. Press the palms on the thighs, opening them up a little bit more. Point the toes away from each other. Hands outside the legs and encourage those legs back together. And maybe scissor the legs, whatever feels good for you. Just working a little bit in this inversion. And we're going to come into reclined fire log, bending the right knee, or the left knee rather, and putting the heel on the right knee, and then folding the right foot down against the left knee, hugging those knees in nice and close. You're going to feel an opening and a nice stretch in that left hip. Maybe rocking a little bit to the right. Really enhancing that stretch. And releasing that, opening the right foot. Bringing the right heel to the inside of the left knee and folding that left foot down to the right knee and hugging it in. Maybe going a little bit to the left. Feeling that stretch in the outside of that right hip. Bringing it back to center. Place the soles on the earth and walk the heel toe it out so that they're wider than your mat, and drop the knees toward each other. Hands on the mat, letting that lower back release. Shoulders are relaxed. Just breathing here. Heel toe it back together. Soles touch, letting the knees fall out to the side. Placing those palms inside the thighs. A little bit more of an opening here. And then reaching up overhead, clasping those hands together, or the opposite elbows rather. Taking a nice deep breath in. And sigh it out. Another deep breath. And sigh. One more time. Deep breath in. And sigh. Just start to let it all go. Acknowledging the effort you put into your practice, and let it go. Breathing in deeply. And exhaling completely. Bring your knees together, another big hug. Rock it side to side. And preparing for Savasana, lowering those legs long on your mat, bringing your feet nice and wide, toes fall out to the side. Wiggle into your space, bring the shoulder blades together and away from the ears. Palms facing up or touching the earth, whatever you need today, or you can even cross them over your belly if you need to connect more with yourself. Whatever your case might be today, every day is different. Every day you need something different. Just starting to focus on your breath. Feel the support of the earth and your mat under your body, and just sink into it. Let the earth do its job, let it support you. Breathing in and letting go. Letting your mind go. Letting your expectations go. Just breathing and being. Thank you for joining me today. The divine light in me sees and bows to that same light in you. Namaste.